I mean,
Well,
Yeah, dude, I'd feed my donkey shit.
I think we could. Huh?
I'm gonna be off grid soon.
have security cameras everywhere, and
Oh yeah,
Just practice now. Turn all the shit off in your apartment.
I do.
I mean, everything. Just go out and cut the fucking power.
No, I don't want to be Amish.
Oh,
I don't want to be,
Semi-Amish.
Mennonite.
if you're gonna be Amish, you gotta turn your handlebars down. They don't like that. They don't want you.
they won't
Well, it
nudge
looks more
pointing
like
up.
a devil horn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what they don't like. They're
That's
like,
all right,
no,
though.
no.
I found
That's
out
all right,
they
I
didn't
don't
like
have-
windmills.
I don't have to
I
be
mean-
cool with them.
They're like, nay.
Nay.
And
Shove
you're
the
like,
devil.
Well,
Here
I've
she
always
is.
wondered who got to decide at what point in time they stopped
Yeah,
advancing.
Right.
Where's the cutoff?
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's
They
right.
can, they can use a wheel,
right. They got the
so it's actually
1915.
post wheel, but it's pre.
Mhm.
When was
electric.
electricity
Pre-electric, that's
invented?
right.
Yeah.
So who got to decide? Hey, in 1842 is
Yeah.
where the cutoff date is. Anything invented before then, you can use. Anything afterwards, you can't.
Whoever the Amish president was in, probably he's like, it's enough.
Yeah, time
That's
stops
enough.
now.
Enough.
That's enough.
What's the difference between Mennonites and Amish?
Mennonites use some electricity. Like Mennonites will have a cell phone, probably like a flip phone only though.
And they are
Earl,
Amish
you
do it all the
Mennonite?
time.
Yeah,
I
Amish
used to be a Mennonite.
Amish are
Apparently,
permanent. Amish are.
the flip phones making a comeback. You see.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started making flip phones.
About the time you
of
got rid of yours.
Yeah, I know. I trade mine. Now they
You
make.
had yours 26 years and got rid of it one day, and they making a comeback
I
now.
can't have.
You gonna
that.
bust out your bell bottoms here pretty soon, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
It's
that's
getting
fall.
cold.
I
yeah.
got some Converse high tops back
Oh
there.
yeah.
Some Chuck Taylors.
Chuck Taylor All Stars.
So what happened with
When
you
I got
both?
my Chuck Taylors first time, I thought it was cool. You know, they were cool. You went up to Barrett's up there, and they were what, $10.99, wasn't they?
I don't
Or something like
remember
that.
It wasn't much.
$10.99.
Well, it was
white,
all the
high
time.
top
It was
Chuck
cool.
Taylors. I took mine home, and I asked my brother Chuck. I said, "Sign Chuck right there on the side of this Chuck Taylor." So he signed
yeah.
Chuck right there. I never told anybody it's Chuck Taylor. I just said Chuck. So people say, you got
autographed.
Yeah, Chuck.
About a guy.
Chuck did.
Yeah,
I've known
Chuck
Chuck
did
a
it.
long
A
time.
long
Yeah,
time.
me and Chuck's cool most of the time.
We go back.
Chuck's drunk, and Bobby too.
Mm-hmm. That right
I
there.
just wondered, Amish,
story of my
Amish
life.
and Mennonite and Skittish, all of them people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of difference. Mainly just the articles that they wear and the articles and how they read them.
Now, all them, does Amish and Mennonites, all of them wear that Yamaha on their head?
No, I don't think
Those are
Mennonite.
different.
That's
We're,
Jewish.
we're talking Orthodox Jew with that.
Yeah.
You know,
They
So
get
them
the-
Mennonites don't wear it?
No, they wear the big hats.
Amish don't wear them either?
they wear the sun hats.
Oh, that's
Am-
right. Them
yeah.
Amish wear them big old black hats, don't
Amish wear the black hats.
Mm-hmm.
Mennonites don't really care for hats. Jewish people love small like plates upside down.
On the crown of their head.
Yeah.
they? But now, I've seen, well, I hadn't seen Amish wear anything except black and white. Is that right?
Yeah, that's their color scheme. for
Yeah,
their
They don't
team.
wear nothing else?
primarily. I think those are the easiest ones to clean, probably.
I think also maybe some dark blue.
Yeah, they'll have some blues in there.
They're not gonna have loud colors. They're not gonna support a franchise team.
Mm-mm.
They're gonna keep it real mild. I don't think they want the devil finding them. Is basically what they're doing.
They
It's
want
like
too much
camouflage from the
colors.
devil.
Yeah, too much colors, like
Yeah.
too artsy. I think.
I've often wondered because you see them Amish, on TV and stuff, and they out in the field with their suit and tie on,
Oh, yeah.
and the white shirt. You know, it gets dirty as heck. How they clean them shirts every night?
Oh, they have
Reckon.
to.
Oh,
I
I
think they
think
wear.
that's the only
That's
shirts
what
they
the
have.
oldest daughter's job is
Yeah.
to do all that.
Oh.
Constant laundry.
I think they're. That's why they wear that all the time, is so they're constantly ready. Whenever they hear the church bell, they're like, "All right, well, I can go straight from the plow to the Lord's house." You know.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you,
No
once you in
changing.
the Amish, how do you get paroled out? I mean, can you get out?
Well, you can do that. What is that thing where they take a vacation?
Now they give them like a year to go
Yeah.
Stoltz,
do wild
Stoltz
things,
Footson
whatever
or
they
something
want
like
to do,
that.
and then they got to come back
Yeah.
into the fold. And
Then they decide.
Do you,
know,
want to
then-
come back or do you want to go to hell?
Yeah, basically that's
what they
the
have
option.
to decide. Yeah. So
And
they
then
get
they'll
a,
shun you.
they basically get a spring break for Amish. for
So, and they
for a
get
year.
it, how old they be? About 18 or 20 or something?
I don't know.
something
I
like
think
that.
it's
17,
yes.
18, 16.
Hold
17.
up just a minute. Let me get, I want to make sure I understand this right. Because you got these Amish people and these kids growing up and they ain't never had,
Nothing.
they ain't had no music. They ain't had no
Nope.
cell phone. They ain't had no electricity, nothing like that. All the way up to the 18.
Yeah.
All right, then you tell them, all right, have at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you turn them loose and they go do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they basically overwhelm them with the world all at once. So there's a higher probability they come back and want to,
Well, I bet you the train
Still
leaving
Amish.
the Amish place is always full. The train coming back, I bet it ain't that full. You know,
Yeah.
bet.
Well, they don't seem to be taking over the world, so you probably,
Yeah.
statistically, I'm sure you're right.
they got a very few probably amount.
I think.
But
they,
then again, how do you even count them? How
Yeah.
could you even?
There's no
is there like a
census on
census for
no.
the Amish?
No, they won't fill it out because it's on an iPad.
Wow. So you never really know.
No,
There could be a ton of them.
Oh my.
Plus, I
gosh.
bet they don't use pens. I bet, do they? Have to use pencils.
They probably use pens with the big feather on the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Benjamin Button signing the Declaration of whatever.
Yeah.
But
But no, I think they do that. See, I think they said, all right, at 18, we're going to let our Ams go out and experience the world, and they're like, that's a good idea. Let's do 18. They can buy cigarettes, but they can't buy beer. You see an Amish kid at a bar, you're buying him all the beer he wants.
All he
Yeah.
wants.
I mean,
Because this is
Yeah.
the first time he's ever had beer.
yeah,
You
it's
know?
like an animal got loose at the zoo and wandered into the bar. You're like, oh, let's feed it beer.
Yeah, feed it beer and see what happens.
Yeah.
I've been wondering about them Amish and them let me ask you a question about them Mennonites.
Yeah. it
How'd they
is.
learn to cook so good?
well, they ain't had nothing else to do.
Yeah, basically practice, trial
Yeah,
and
they
error.
practice all the time because they ain't got nothing. They don't take a break and go watch TV.
But here's my
on
question
TV
about
or-
that. And I'm gonna understand now. I mean, they ain't got nothing else to do, but they always got 10 or 12 kids, so there's something else to do.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But they always cook really good. But you don't never see no fat ones.
No.
Now what's the deal with that? If they cook so good,
Yeah.
well, they work
Extremely-
it off. They exercise them a lot.
Yeah, they do a lot of manual labor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of skills, I think, that burn calories.
Yeah.
Like woodworking probably,
Sawing,
sawing,
plowing.
farming.
plowing.
Yeah. Digging.
Yeah, I mean,
Putting
building-
holes in the ground for no
building stuff.
reason.
they're really good at building things. So
Yeah.
probably takes a lot of calories. And I feel like they're also, like, that's one thing I kind of do, would fit my lifestyle better, would be like having just one big feast. At the
A
end
week
of the day.
or a day.
No, just at the day. I feel like they
Two or
don't
three times a
eat.
day.
I feel like they work more. I feel like they ain't eating breakfast probably. I mean, they might eat breakfast foods for dinner, but I feel like they're skipping breakfast, going straight to work out in the fields, or building something. And then lunch comes around, they're like, well,
Busy.
Ma's going to make a feast tonight, and so they don't even eat lunch.
I think they do breakfast at like 4 a.m. And then
I
they
could see
go
that
they go
probably.
work for about 6 hours. They come in for lunch, and lunch is always the same thing, just milk and freshly cracked eggs, not cooked.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go back out and work till dark, and then they're like, fuck, we got to find the candles right fast, where they at.
So then they go back and work till dark.
You gotta
I
be
I bet they
sun.
celebrate daylight saving time, don't they? Oh, we'll get off at 6 tonight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
No.
Or they hate it.
Oh yeah.
Or they're, probably the whoever's running
committed.
them. I watched a time lapse video one time. It was like a whole day and like a 30-minute video
Mhm.
of them building a barn, and it was going so fast it looked like a bunch of ants were just building this thing because they were 400 Amish people and they built a huge barn in a day.
Mm-hmm. They don't mess around.
No, that's of the devil messing around, dog. Ray
Yeah,
Charles.
wasting time.
Yeah.
That's,
They don't
That's-
do that. They are a unique people that, honestly, if you decide later on to be Amish, some of the shit we said about them is going to come back to haunt you. I mean, they're never going to hear it.
But-
I'm
yeah.
not going to be honest.
Plus, there's one more thing I want to ask y'all, and then we'll get off this Amish kick. But now, do the Amish have any deaf or blind kids? I ain't never seen one.
I haven't seen too many Amish kids in general, but I mean, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
I don't think they make it. I think they get their vacation early.
Accident, probably.
A,
Yeah.
a farm accident. I
Horse
bet there
accident.
are a record number of farm accidents on an Amish plantation or whatever.
Buggy
is.
accidents.
Poor
Homestead.
kid did not see the plow coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or he
No.
didn't hear the horses coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally,
Go dig a hole. Why?
You're going to need it.
Yeah.
just in case.
That's what they taught.
Just in
I
case.
Don't
can't
need it.
see how far to dig. Just dig till you can't no more.
You dig till you hit the rock.
Yeah. Then what? Get in it.
Get in there.
Throw the shovel out.
Like I said, oh,
Yeah, for God's sake, throw the shovel out. We're gonna need it. Yeah, well, Amish are unique. I'd like to have an Amish in here and talk to them. You know, they'd probably not come through the doorway, but
No, they would see all this.
Yeah,
All this
it's
over
a
here.
devil shop in there.
we'd have to get a directional microphone and put it where Earl's sitting and point it at the doorway and just be like, just don't come through the door, you're fine.
Yeah, maybe, who knows? Maybe the Amish haven't been asked to do enough stuff,
Yeah.
surrounding electricity.
Did I tell you about the Amish people that me and my daddy saw out in Las Vegas?
Mhm.
Yeah, and they were they were
The-
just looking around. They couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Now that
Amazed.
they could have been on spring break or whatever.
so there's Amish people in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I had to get there. They read
Well,
it. Did they take
I
their
don't know
buggy?
how they got there, but when we was coming in, I seen one tired ass horse out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That's how they got there.
Yep.
That's how they got there. Their buggy's somewhere, probably Valet Park, just a
Oh,
buggy.
yeah.
Horses
So
out front.
you reckon they stayed in the hotel or anything?
I don't know. They was in Circus. If you ever been there, you got the circus going on out
Can you
there.
imagine that?
Yeah.
And they were about halfway up the stairs. Mama, Daddy, I don't know if there's 3 or 4 young
Kid
ones,
one,
all in
kid two,
little
kid three,
handmade.
kid seven.
And you could see they were hand-sewn outfits, just kind of standing about halfway up the stairs, just looking around in awe.
Yeah. Losing their mind quietly.
You think that they decide to take their spring vacation
Yeah.
later in life?
Could have been.
Maybe that's it. Maybe they were ones that didn't get it when they were young, 18, and they're like, "We're gonna
Now
do
we're
it now."
36. I want my vacation.
yeah.
And
It's
they
time.
could have been scouting
Yeah.
for business opportunity. I mean, they could be,
Oh, yeah.
thinking about opening up an Amish theme park with,
Amish
You know,
Casino.
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
all the trapeze artists and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that stuff that
Probably
they do
no
there in
gambling, but
Circus.
you could have like a lot of just real old fashioned games like a ring toss or something
Bingo.
like that.
Yeah.
Bingo.
But no one ever loses.
No,
Everybody gets a stuffed animal.
everybody wins.
Yeah.
All them Amish people, they live up in Pennsylvania somewhere up there.
I think a lot
A
of
lot
them are
of 'em do.
centered around Pennsylvania,
Ohio has some.
up in that area for some reason. I think how close is that to Plymouth Rock? Pretty close.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think they were just like, well, this is far enough.
We ain't going too
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, wherever that
Don't
clock
wander
stopped,
off.
that's where they had to stop.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they said, we'll set up camp and never
So
left.
you telling me that them pilgrims, them Mayflower riders,
Yeah.
they were Amish. All them
I
was
feel
Amish.
like 100%. They had similar clothing.
They were Quakers,
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
They were quicker than
they were
what?
similar.
quicker than Amish.
Yeah, they made it out
So
west.
so you done thrown a monkey in this wrench.
Yeah, no.
What is a Quaker now?
Well, it's like, as far as I know.
Do
Now,
you
I'm
know
not-
any Quakers first of all?
No, I had a Quaker bird one time, but not a Quaker
I know
person.
one Quaker, and he's on that box of oatmeal.
Yeah, yeah.
Compare it with
That's the only one I know.
Well, that's how they
Parkinson's.
all are. There you go.
Now, that's
There's your
Benjamin
Quaker.
Button, isn't it? Isn't
He,
that who that is?
what
Huh?
makes him? What's the difference between a Quaker and an Amish and a Mennonite?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Not a lot.
They dress familiar from like
a
just
lot
almost alike.
alike.
Yeah.
But I think they all picked a different point in time to stop.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, that
yeah.
makes
Well, I
sense.
think the big difference is.
There
Now,
we
I'm
go.
not sure. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. They seem
Yeah.
like they, like you said, pick different points in time, but the Mennonites just keep pushing it out. They're like, oh, we're going to stop at 1984, and then some new shit comes out, and one of them's like, hey, that's pretty cool. We probably need that.
Yeah, we
let's
could actually
move it up
use
to
that.
88.
All right. Yes. 94 now, so,
Mm-hmm.
it just changes for them. The Amish are like, no, we're not going past 1848.
No,
And Quakers are like, we wish we wasn't even here. Like, shit, we'll go back to England. We don't
sure
give
why
a
we
damn.
got off that boat here in the
Yeah.
first place.
We thought it was a round trip.
We seen a bunch of naked people, brown skin. we
we-
should have got back on the boat right then.
Yeah, we knew it. We had, mismapped our, course.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be going to India. I don't know what the hell happened here.
Yeah, dude, they got turned around real quick. Just imagine that, though. That was probably pretty, terrifying, but also, I feel like if you had a good sense of humor, you would like it, kind of, because you hit land finally, and they're like, oh, what's this now? And they're, expecting to be in India. No.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think you're right, because when they
Whole new
landed,
continent.
where'd they land at Dodge Rock? Where at?
Rock, yeah. Chrysler.
When they landed there, there's like 628 Indians waiting on them, just looking at them. And Indians, they don't wear nothing anyway, So all these,
they probably
Quakers
had
and
something
Amish, they all black and white up.
They probably had like a diaper, like a leather diaper or something.
Yeah.
Made out of.
And and of course,
raccoon.
these people on the boat, they ain't never seen this. And they said, there's 627 Indians half naked waiting on them. And they said, wonder what's going on here.
Well,
Somebody got
that's my
to
thing.
get
If
off
you would
and
have been
see.
a tailor, you would have been like, oh my gosh.
I can make a killing here.
Yeah, dude, they got underwear, but nothing else. I'm going to clothe all of y'all.
Yeah. We put y'all in some suits.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to get a bunch of rabbit pelts for all
Big
these
hats.
But they all going to be black and white.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the difference.
I think they saw the buckles on their shoes, and that's when they knew they weren't up to any good.
Oh, 100%.
Native Americans were probably like, "Phew,
Yeah.
Look
Nope.
at that.
not that.
What a
Probably
waste
thought-
of time there.
They probably thought they were like a military brigade because they're all wearing the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, why is there ladies in the army?
Yeah, what are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?
Why are ladies y'all's warriors?
And then one of them said, oh, whoa.
Wait a minute.
You see them buckles on them shoes? They're here for trespassing.
Yeah, they're here for not good is what they're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a couple, they just thought about it too late probably.
I've
Yeah.
often wondered about them all these different Amishes and Quakerites and them skittish people. Yeah, they all different, I guess.
Well,
I didn't know it, but I mean,
well, you see, they probably sitting around saying the same thing about us. I mean,
I think most of their conversations about us are, they're going to hell.
Yeah. Going to hell.
hell.
there's
what is that?
another one going
What do you
there.
mean they saying the same thing about us? They can tell the difference in us, can't they? I mean,
Probably not.
if I'm riding down the road and I see a
mean between us
Quakerite, I
four?
see a Mennonite, and I see a Skittishite, and I see a, what's that other one? Amishite.
Quakerite.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna know the difference. I mean, because they're gonna be dressed similarly. I mean,
Yeah.
so I ain't gonna know the difference. But now they ride up through here and see us. They surely tell the difference, can't they?
I don't know. I ain't never been on that side of the fence to
Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should take a field trip to the Amish.
well, see, that's how you learn.
Well, they probably got a dairy somewhere, or like a bakery around here. We could go visit.
No,
you know?
I mean like a Alabama, like a
Oh, you mean up to like Pennsylvania?
yeah. Well, we ain't got to go that far. We just find a smaller group of them that defected, to down here, and we tell them, hey, we're not here to steal your soul. The camera's not going to take it.
Yeah, maybe we just use hidden cameras.
Yeah,
Because even having that conversation is probably going to put them off.
yeah.
You know,
But we'd like to spend a couple days. We're not going to stay with you, so you don't have to worry about us.
yeah, you don't have to make a cot,
No, but we'll come in the morning.
heavy duty
Work
cot.
with you throughout the day. Yeah, we'll be here early. And
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm up early.
He's
I'm just
fine
not ready.
when he's riding with us.
Yeah,
So-
dude, I can wake up early.
So we go and we say, hey, we'll be here early. We'll work. We'll dress like you if you can tailor some shit to fit me and Josh. Y'all slide right in.
Y'all got that many damn rags?
Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome though, because those pants and shirts would last forever.
Yeah.
Like they made it.
I don't know. You think they last forever, or do you think they build so many barns so they can just store 16,000 outfits that are identical?
I don't know. I'm thinking they wear the same outfit every single day.
Could,
Same
yeah.
one.
They just have
Yeah.
one outfit in the closet.
Well, they ain't in the closet. They wearing it.
But
And when
at
they
night,
go
it's
home,
probably like
they
a-
walk through the front door and they strip naked and throw them to their wife and say, all right, clean them up.
Ooh.
And he walks around with one of them.
Well, that might be why they have so many kids. Then.
Well, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, they don't come home till it's dark anyway. Walks in the door, strips down, throws his clothes over there, and You know, not like she can throw them in the washing machine. You know,
Yep,
she got to
go.
take an hour and a half washing them things out by hand, then hang them up. You know,
let them soak.
Where are the Amish people are Dutch, like originated?
hold up. Amish people are Dutch.
Yeah. Where is Dutch?
I think that's where the.
Where is
I think that's. I think,
I never heard of a country named Dutch.
What is
Have you-
who are the Dutch? Let me rephrase it so we can get it right for Jeopardy.
They from
Who is the
Normandy.
Dutch?
I think it's Normandy's where the Dutch is at.
no?
No. That doesn't.
I don't
sound
know,
right.
man. They might be a little
Trying to say
Finnish.
Norway.
Yeah,
Are those the
What was I
Dutch?
to say?
Deutschland.
No, y'all are absolutely destroying
Is
the
it-
American education system.
Well, so are the Dutch Norse?
From Norway?
Norse.
They're
I thought them was Norwegians.
That's what I'm thinking.
well, Dutch is not from a country. It's a ethnic group of people that in
Oh,
like
now.
Oh,
Norway
bullshit.
and
You
Sweden
making up
and
shit now, Earl.
Switzerland and all them
Primarily-
northern European
I was gonna say I
countries.
ain't,
Like pale
So
white.
you ask
Yeah.
somebody, you know, where are you from? And they say Dutch. What
No,
the
they're
hell does that tell you, Earl?
that they're lying, that they don't know where they're from. They're making stuff up.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
not-
say you said an ethnic group of people. I ain't never seen no dark Amish.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Let's say sunburn.
That's right. They're the
I mean,
white.
they got their big
they're
hats
the,
on. So.
the
Opposite.
pale white
Ethnic.
ethnicity.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Right. That they come from somewhere in Europe, probably. I feel
Where are
like
the
I feel-
Netherlands?
The nether regions, where they at?
No.
In Northern Europe.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. See, that's because those are the Dutch, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Norway and Netherlands and
Oh,
Sweden
gotcha.
and Switzerland and
It's like a conglomerate.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought them
Okay.
were the Alps.
So, but it's funny that the Dutch are, well, fuck, the Netherish are Amish. They're like so Amish people are from the Netherlands mostly. But it seems
confirm.
weird because
You know, this is starting to make sense now.
it's called
good.
because it's called the Netherlands, which seems like Satan's house.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. All right. The place that Earl talked about over there, Switzerland, it's cold over there.
Yeah.
All right. So they got to wear a lot of clothes. They'll freeze to death.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why they're.
So there they are, all bundled up over there in Switzerland. They said, "Ooh, we need to go somewhere." So they did, and they went to Dodge Rock out there.
Cincinnati.
they
stopped.
they migrated.
And
there.
they said, we like this. Let's go on up to Pennsylvania. So they trekked on up to Pennsylvania, and oh, this is cool. This is
Warmer.
look like good farmland. Let's stop right here. And so
Probably
they settled
plant
down
some
right
stuff
there. And they
here.
said, oh, it's a lot warmer here. So
Mhm.
that's the reason they stayed there.
Yeah.
And then in the wintertime, it also does get pretty cold up there, so it reminds them of home, probably.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Makes
I
them a little
think
more
too that,
comfortable.
like Earl says, you know, and you got a good idea, Kay, 'cause I think about they got there and they said, all right, you know, we left in 1840, so we ain't doing nothing after
Yeah.
1840. Everything before 1840 is free game.
Yep.
After 1840, don't do it.
Right.
You know,
That's when
but
we left the
From
motherland.
you beginning
probably.
here.
But what if they're like, all right, what if they did this? What if they said, all right, Amish has been around for however long, millions of centuries. Amish people now, we're going to redate it. So 1814 is not the date anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to the homeland, see what they're doing now. That's going to be the new date. And they go back to Switzerland and it's just like us.
Mhm.
Then Amish is no more.
Then you're caught.
Then there's
Yeah.
nothing unique about them anymore.
Right.
You're stuck between a rock and a hard place there as an Amish person, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Dodge Rock in a hard place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what were we talking about?
Amish, and I don't know how we got off on these
I don't
Amish,
know too.
but
Yeah.
you know,
This is a learning experience for people watching. They're not going to know about
Oh
it.
yeah, it's very educational.
Yeah.
Stopped at an Amish dairy when I was up in Wisconsin for work. And, yeah, man, they do know how to cook. They know how to make cheese really good. Cheese curds.
Mhm.
Awesome. Highly recommend.
if they change the name to cheese, if they change the name of cheese curds to something good, it'd sell a whole lot more. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Because I don't
cheese
know what a
puffs.
curd is. Do you? I mean,
Yeah.
I got an idea of what a curd is.
What is curds and whey? What is that? Humpty Dumpty was talking about, or whatever.
Was he Dutch? I feel like Humpty Dumpty might have been Dutch.
Yeah. I feel like it's just cheese curds and milk.
I feel like curds is what when they get through making the cheese, whatever left over, that's the curd part.
It is.
Is
That's
it?
right. Yeah, that's what they cut
They gonna
off.
throw it away and say, "Wait a minute, we can sell this." So what do they do? Throw it in the oven and fry it up or something?
No, the ones I got were raw.
Oh,
just-
you eating raw curds?
Well, it's just cheese.
They sit it out in the sun, let the sun
If
cook
it's
it.
cheese, why do they keep it with the regular cheese?
Well, because the regular cheese comes in.
I think
circles,
curds.
blocks.
I think curds is the salmonella part of cheese, and they scrape it off the top.
Well, it did make my stomach hurt a little bit because I think it was just cheese. You know, I think it was just like the milk or the lactose in it, but it was whole. You know, whole milk. So that's probably why.
Yeah.
But no, it tasted really good. I would recommend them.
What's
you know,
the
if you
other
ever get
98% of 2% milk?
Water.
Ugh. What's curds and whey?
They're just byproducts. One they call one when it separates.
Yeah.
You got curds and you got whey.
Oh.
Well, what's in the middle? Curds and whey. What's in the middle?
The good shit.
Fine.
Yeah, that
It's in 1840.
tasty goodness.
So
you
when I
know?
got older, I thought that, because I remembered whatever book that was in. I think it was Humpty Dumpty. That they were like, oh, and he's eating his curds and whey. And I'm like, well, I know
See-
what cheese curds are.
Yeah, I see.
And
Yeah,
I know what whey protein is. Why the hell is he eating it?
So
He's
y'all
trying to
hit a
stink out the
curve.
block.
When I was little, I thought it said turds and hay. I said,
Yeah, dude, why is
What?
an egg eating this?
turds today?
Disgusting.
What is it, Eeyore? I mean,
Well,
Yeah, dude, I'd feed my donkey shit.
I think we could. Huh?
I'm saying maybe if you
Maybe
you
that's what we should do. Maybe because convincing
feed a donkey something.
Yeah. Convincing Amish people to let us come video us, there with them.
Yeah,
It's going to be a tall task. But renting a donkey for a couple days and feeding it a bunch of beer
see what happens.
in here, I think
I
we
got
could
thinking
do that.
about it
They
too.
did
That
probably
might be a
poop
difference
everywhere.
between them, some of them Amish and Skittish and Yemenites and all them. Some of them I think just have donkeys to do the work. I
Yeah.
don't know which ones. And then some of them got real horses.
I think donkeys are their four-wheelers.
You think so? And
Yeah.
horses like the full sedan.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a truck probably.
Yeah. The horse is their F-150. The donkey is their four-wheeler. And the mule is just actually a mule. What's the difference between a mule and a donkey?
Same thing.
I
Size?
think. Now, I'll probably get feedback on this telling me how stupid I am.
Don't
One
feel
of them's
bad.
got a
You just don't
horse
have to read it.
daddy and a.
A mule is a male donkey,
Okay.
and a donkey is a female donkey.
Ah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's got something to do with which one's the daddy
The
and
mom
the mama.
and daddy. Yeah, one's a
Oh,
horse
okay.
and one's a donkey, and one's a mule,
Yeah,
and
something.
Are donkeys just retarded horses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mentally deficient. in
inbred.
some way,
Inbred.
probably.
That's what it is.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, dude,
Right,
there was
Earl?
something along the way. That
Yeah.
they got those species got crossed somewhere.
Well, they're crossing all kind of shit. The other day, that guy was telling us he saw a damn panda and a gerbil mix called
A
what do you
Gerda.
call- a girdle.
Girdle.
It's like you can't crossbreed a panda and a gerbil.
All right, so Earl,
That
since
math
you,
don't
you're the
work.
Real cute
man of
rat.
means by no means, I need to ask you this question. All right, you got your donkey, all right? You got your mule, and you got your horse, all right? And ever how they came to be, whatever they did with each other to make whatever they made, I get. But now, where'd this zebra come from?
Yeah. Because that's what I'm thinking.
Now, was that the start of this blended family of
It
this
could've been.
the interracial? Is that where that come about? Or
It could have been because they're black and white together. I don't know. I can go back that far. My time stamp stops at 1840.
well, let me ask you one more question about them zebras. Are all their stripes the same?
No.
All zebras got different stripes,
Yeah,
like
just
fingerprints.
fingerprints. Everyone different.
Are they really?
Every single one of them. It like snowflakes. No two are alike.
Yep.
Now that might be what we should start doing instead of just getting a donkey and feeding it a bunch of beer, which will be hilarious.
Painting it.
No,
Oh.
crossbreeding it with a zebra and having striped donkeys,
Or just gray zebras.
and then opening up a pet.
I feel like zebra's a little bit too smart for that. Donkeys are not, but I feel like zebra might be too smart for that.
If we feed it enough beer, it's not.
That's right.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Inhibitions are gone. For what I'm used to. I'm used to around the knee, like right here.
Yep.
So it ain't got nothing to do with you just 'cause you tall or anything like that.
Yeah, probably. I got a weird shape.
Yeah,
So
we're tall from the neck to the belly button.
That's where we get our height from.
Mm-hmm.
I wear a size 32 in length and pants.
Yeah.
And
So.
you 6'5" or whatever you are.
Yeah.
32. Well, you wear about 32, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Short legs.
Yep.
You know, short legs. Proportional, kind of.
Built low for speed.
Built. Yeah, the legs. I think the legs were built low for, built small for strength.
We got somebody else's legs.
Yeah, and then mine just didn't fill in all the way. They stopped after the thigh.
Yeah.
They're like, no calf. For
We
you.
was trying to remember that scar you got on your leg where the dog bit you. Now, when was that?
March.
It was in March.
Mm-hmm.
So, where'd y'all go in March? Was it?
Well, like I say, I don't remember if it was Daddy's birthday or Father's Day. I don't remember when Father's Day is, but
What I'm getting to is we need to go ahead and start thinking about this because we don't want to screw up like we did last year.
Yeah.
this is
You
true.
remember?
Oh, the Dillard house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what the occasion was, so we can't hardly plan for it just yet till I go.
Right.
I'll have to talk to my retarded sisters and find out
I feel
what.
like it was a birthday.
I'm thinking the Big Earl's birthday, but his is in February, Earl said. So.
Well, we don't always hit it right on the
Yeah,
date.
I think that was
Sometimes
it.
we have to.
Yeah. Well, I know. We're having my birthday dinner tonight, and it was a month ago.
Yeah.
So,
So it could have been.
Sometimes you'll have that.
It could have been Big Earl's birthday.
Yeah.
And that's when we could all get together. I don't remember.
I feel like that's what it was because we weren't blaming, you, but we were also thinking that if we had just done the podcast
Yeah.
that day.
Oh,
then-
they ain't no doubt about it.
But it was a blessing in disguise.
It was?
when he
How?
got that rabies knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a rabies shot.
Which you needed.
We got tetanus shot.
Yeah.
Got updated on those.
So, in other words, you up to date on your shots.
Up to date on my shots.
That's good.
Not all of them, because I only take actual vaccines. But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it was because I got my tail cut out because of that.
Yeah.
So that dog actually did me a favor.
He knew you had a tail, and he was like, you don't. You ain't
Yeah,
supposed
you
to
don't
ain't a
deserve
dog.
that.
You ain't one of us.
Yeah.
No.
Did
I
he?
think that's.
I bet that's what he did. He smelled your butthole to start with.
He didn't, unless he snuck up on me and I didn't notice, which probably could have happened.
He was
But,
lurking.
Yeah, he was. He probably got close enough to smell it.
A lot of shit happened then. You were in a violent ATV wreck,
Yeah.
bit by a dog immediately after,
Yeah.
and then got your prehensile tail cut off.
Yep. And that was only 2 weeks after that.
Yeah.
So I still had a stitch or two near me.
Yeah.
So, what they saying early is when Earl's birthday comes around, let him know in advance.
Yeah, we're gonna keep.
Yeah, dude, it comes
It's
in
a dangerous
threes for
time of
me.
the
Go
year.
in hide.
Yeah, for
gonna
God's
keep
sakes,
Josh
let me
inside.
know. Yeah. It comes in threes apparently, so I can't. I don't know, man. I'm not ready for the next three, so.
I'm glad you go
Just try
ahead and
to
got
stay
your
safe
tail
out
cut
there,
off, though,
Josh.
because now, a year later, it'd be a foot longer, I guess,
yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I probably could have,
Lived with it.
probably made like a brand around it.
Yeah. Tail boy.
Tail, yeah.
Da-na-na.
That's your
Here
boy.
I am.
That's your boy. He's got a tail.
Yeah.
And I did for a while, but
If it got
Dude,
a little
it-
longer, you could have took care of it yourself with a bunch of rubber bands. Isn't that what they do with dogs when they don't want them to have tails? They just put a bunch of rubber bands and hope to God it falls off.
I know there's some other things they do. They put rubber bands around the.
On pigs.
Oh.
Yeah.
on
Well.
pigs,
Oh, yeah. They put them around the,
No,
T-
let's just change the subject.
yeah.
oh, you
Because they
talking
want
about
them to fall off.
castrating, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Oh.
I didn't know they did it with pigs though.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like they're just torturing them.
Speaking of that, all
them around
the
the
you see a lot of girls that got them nose rings in there.
Mm-hmm.
You seen them?
Yeah, they stick.
Well,
And you got
people
a lot
don't
of
know it,
guys,
but
too. Don't be fooled. I feel like something like if you're a guy and you have a bull ring, I don't know, dude. I feel like it I feel like it gives you some type of feeling. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that feeling is,
Their
but
gay feeling.
rainy day feeling.
maybe. But I also feel like it makes you feel more. Maybe it boosts your testosterone or something because you feel like an actual bull. I don't know. I've
Well,
never had
people
one.
on a
I'm just
farm
saying.
know that if you got pigs, pigs root. They dig in the ground with their nose, and you can't keep them in a fence because they'll dig under the fence. Well, the way you keep them doing that, you put a big ring in their nose, so every time they do it, it hurts them, and they'll quit doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see somebody with them nose rings, I say, "You been rooting under the fence?" I want to ask every one of them.
Why they do?
They
do
have
they
no
do it
idea what you're
bulls?
saying.
No, that's right. They don't know.
They don't get the
They think it
reference.
looks cool when it looks just plumb stupid.
Maybe maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it is that, but it's not like they don't get the rooting under the fence reference. But maybe it's like their, friend or significant other saying, "Hey, get that nose ring. That thing'll look good," knowing that ain't nobody really gonna want your dumb ass if you got a nose ring in. You look like a pig anyway with your body shape.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, I was in a.
What are we talking about?
I had a road rage
I don't know, man. You guys are
yesterday.
gonna be pissed when I get gauges.
Road rage.
Yeah.
Now, was this your road rage or road rage from somebody else?
Yes.
Do you have your gun with you?
I refuse to answer that.
Okay.
Plead the
He's
fifth.
gonna go ahead and take the fifth on that one.
Well,
I've thought about that because I've been in a number of those instances where people act real tough, and until I've never gotten to the point where I've got out of the car. But when I get out, the logical thought that I have is they're going to see me and be like, "Oh shit,
I better go home."
yep."
Yeah, I shouldn't have started something with this guy.
But then I also kind of scare myself because I think, well, I could just beat them up, but why stop there? If I get into one of these and it goes that way, I'm going to have to kill them. Because if I don't, they're going to be like, "Look at that big boy. He couldn't even handle that guy." I could handle him, straight into the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But
But you
then,
have to. I think you have to.
Then I've killed
kill him.
somebody, hypothetically.
Yeah.
I've had to.
Allegedly.
I have to avoid these situations every day, all day long.
Then you guys are going to have to convince Trey to come back, take my spot.
Yeah.
And that's not happening. So
Yeah.
we got to keep you out.
We got to preserve you.
Got to keep you out of the pen,
Yeah. Oh, I get a nose ring. Andy Dufresne my way right up out that bitch.
Get up under the fence.
Hell yeah, boy. Can't keep me in. Well, don't get in those instances.
Well, I hadn't been in but 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
This week.
But mostly it's just they want to act tough, and then they two things happen. They either see me and they say, "Well, I better not mess with that old man. I might kill him or something," Or they look at me and say, "Well, shit, I didn't know this old man gonna do this. I better go on."
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So yeah. There have been a few that have none of them gotten out of hand. I think it's
Over the last couple of years, man, it's gotten worse because, we didn't even have really like a lockdown here.
No.
Like we didn't have like, a serious lockdown. But, dude, I can imagine. I feel like that's why crime's, going up. Because people were locked down for 2 years. They don't even know how to interact. They don't know how to drive. They don't know how to talk.
No.
Like, they don't know how to just, be around other people.
I think it affected plant workers the most, and I mean like low-grade plant workers because their entire life is, I go to work at 7 o'clock at night, I do my job, I clock out at 7 o'clock in the morning, I go home, I sleep, I get up, I do it again. Once they shut down for a couple of weeks, they're like, "Well, shit,
What I do now?
I'm gonna kill everybody."
Well, now what do I do with all this anger?
Yeah.
So, I feel like that probably didn't help, But, yeah, dude, I feel like over the last couple of years it has gotten a lot worse.
Yeah.
And people have just gotten worse at driving. Like the standard of driving,
There's
has
a
gone
good
down
number
so
of
far.
people that I hate.
Mm-hmm.
My list grows on a damn daily basis. It could be a damn novel by now.
Yeah, dude, there's a guy who lives near me. I live in an apartment complex, so he lives near me.
Oh,
dude, he is like
one of the worst drivers I've ever seen.
Dude, I don't know how this guy hasn't had a brain aneurysm or a heart attack or a stroke or something.
Or died in a violent car crash.
Yes, especially that one because he's not a good driver. But he gets I've seen him come through a couple times and not even driving behind him. I've literally been on my porch and seen him. And dude, this guy is listening to the most hardcore metal music. And one time he was just yelling the F word like over and over again, just driving through the
Not
apartment.
even to the beat.
No, he was just like he was angry. I was like, why is he so angry?
And he was in the car by himself too, was he?
Yeah,
He was, yeah. And dude, I think he's probably just a real lonely fella.
Yeah.
And now, he just doesn't know what to do with his anger, man. He doesn't know how to process emotions.
He works at a bank.
The post office. Works at the post office.
Well, actually, I saw him at that bank, and he was cleaning out his car. So I feel like he might have got fired.
Oh,
Or maybe he
probably.
just cleans up cars at the bank,
That could be it.
which is, I'd be angry.
Yeah.
I'd be angry if
The
I
beautiful
work at a
part
bank.
is now you have a sticker on the back of your car that says your boys podcast.
Well, hopefully he hears it.
And he lives near you, and now he's gonna know. He's gonna be like, "Oh, somebody's angry in here." He's gonna be like, "Somebody's a bad driver in here. Somebody works at a bank." Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. That's
Sounds
me.
familiar.
Yeah.
I know this guy.
I'm talking to you, Derek.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Derek. So
Calm down, Derek. For God's sake.
yeah, dude, you're gonna blow a fuse, and it's gonna be like a heart valve or something.
Yeah,
So
you're
you
gonna
need
blow
to
a gasket, and it's either gonna be in your heart or in your
brain somewhere.
yeah, your little
It's gonna-
Mazda or whatever you have. Or
I
just a truck that Earl could.
gotta remember to do this before we forget, because is it Brookshire Hathaway, the art gallery, the art gallery in New York
What?
City they own.
Realtor.
Yeah.
Brookshire
Oh,
Hathaway
I
art
own a lot of
gallery.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they sent us that picture there.
Yeah.
Want to thank them for that.
That's us.
Yeah.
That's
It was us in our younger day.
Hitler, and
That is original too.
Allegedly.
That's,
Yeah.
It's signed too. So
is that Michael Myers before he got in the fire? Who's that guy on the end?
Mussolini, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They got-
That hat explains it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Somebody paid that for them to commission that, and then said, "Hey,
send it to us. Send it to you boys. I guess they
They
called
need
our
it.
podcast somewhere up in New York or
Yeah.
somewhere up New York, you know, and they heard it, and so I don't know. I guess they saw us on what's that tube we watch?
That'd
Is
be
that a-
you.
Yeah, your YouTube. I guess they saw
is this
us.
a hat or like a pumpkin?"
Well, I'm thinking that's a shower cap you wearing.
Oh,
That's a wig.
Oh, is it?
100%. Yeah, it's got to be a wig.
yeah.
Oh, I was
There's
thinking a
no
shower
way
cap.
he got his hair that to look like that.
He don't have much hair.
When was this? When were these guys popular?
Probably 40s.
40s, 50s.
No.
Yeah.
Before Chaplin or after? After.
I tell you when it was.
Same time.
I tell you when it was. Right before them Amish set the dateline.
Yeah.
That's when they were famous. You know.
Amish people don't wear glasses.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think their logic is, hey, if the Lord wanted me to see, I'd be able to.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That was my logic for a while.
I've seen Amish people with Amish guy with glasses.
Have
on.
you?
Yeah, one
Okay.
guy.
I seen an Amish,
Midget.
yeah, and it was at the Dollar Tree, and it was alarming. I had so many questions, like, what the hell happened? You know, where'd you come from? Who's not watching you?
Well, there has to be a lineage of smaller Amish then, because there can't just be one.
Hold
'Cause
on
he
a
had to
minute.
come
Now,
from
wait
somewhere.
just a minute. Since you said that, are they midget Amish?
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, I saw him.
Are they? You
I
saw
had a
her?
picture of him for a while.
Yeah.
And he got pissed when I took it, dude. He was like, nay. And I was like,
That's my soul.
Devil done got you, so.
reached up here. I was like, what you going to do?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, dude. He could punch you right in the nads, you know?
he could have headbutted me right in him.
Mhm.
He was that small. And he was carrying he had the little basket, but it was too big for him. So then he got one of the children's shopping carts. And I thought, this is so cute.
Nah, that's a cute fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But he didn't have anything in there. I think he was just like window shopping. 'Cause
At
I
the
don't
dollar
even
store?
Yeah, I don't even think they're supposed to be in stores. I think they are, hey, if we can't make it,
Strictly make it or nothing.
the Lord don't want it, us to have it. So, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like that guy was probably not Amish. He was probably Mennonite.
Could have been, or it could have been around this time. He could have just been prepping for Halloween.
Was it
Now
leprechaun?
that would be something.
He didn't have red hair.
Oh well, maybe not then.
In disguise.
Yeah.
You never know, man. Also, that would be a pretty
the
good
leprechaun's
spot to
the
go.
one that's got it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen Leprechaun?
No.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I mean, not a real one on the cereal I eat every morning, yeah.
So the leprechauns, they smart enough not to get caught.
Taken, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know what happens if you catch a leprechaun.
You got to kill it immediately.
Yeah.
A leprechaun
Yeah.
It's got to be like a silver knife or something.
through his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You got to
feel
stab it in the heart or in the brain. You got to stab it in the brain?
I don't know. This is all new to me.
Yeah,
you can't,
I've
because you
never been
can't.
leprechaun hunting.
Well,
Yeah,
you can't
dude,
let them loose. I know
No, you
that.
can't keep them.
Or
you can't-
that.
You can't keep them because they'll kill you.
Yeah, you got to kill it before it kills you, basically.
Especially if you have, any monetary value.
Well, I don't
I don't think
what
it
got
has
these
to be
leprechauns so
gold.
pissed? I mean,
They don't want them. They don't want us finding all their secrets.
Yeah, they don't want us interrogating them.
Yeah.
What kind of
that's the
secrets
first
they
thing.
got?
Well, apparently they're very wealthy.
They got all the gold. They got all the gold in the world.
Pots of
Well,
gold.
Yeah.
it wasn't a good secret because we know that.
Well, they did them a disservice by making the cereal, wasn't saying, "Oh, don't steal me."
Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, "Well, what else y'all got going on?" And then
Start asking
okay,
questions.
we made up the
Gold,
Lucky
yeah.
Charms. We actually have gold.
Now everybody's after them.
yep. So that's basically what you got to do. You got to kill it before it kills you, and you have to either shoot it with did you say a rubber bullet?
No, it has
Bow
to
and
be.
arrow.
I think it has to be like
Crossbow?
something made of silver.
Okay.
Yeah, like a stainless steel knife or wrench or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You could beat it to death with a Matco. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. As long as it's stainless steel, I think you're fine.
Beat the hell out of 'em.
I mean, I think that's it. I don't know though. I mean, that's not confirmed.
I don't think a lot of them have been caught. I think that, like in the history of
I don't think any of them have.
Do they all live
Yeah.
in one place? All congregate in one
No,
place?
they're scattered out.
You would
everywhere.
never, you would never
Everywhere.
find more than
Everywhere.
one leprechaun together. I feel like
no,
they're
are
always
not like the Amish.
they are always by themselves.
Yeah.
Alone, lone wolves.
Living in the woods.
Angry.
They all live in the woods.
Yes, 100% probably.
Tree trunks in the bottom of a tree trunk. If you see a door cut in the bottom of a tree trunk, steer clear.
Yeah, just
You know, they
leave.
bake cookies in them and all. I mean, it's,
Oh yeah.
Yep, just leave. Get out of there.
Now, what's the
out.
difference between a leprechaun and an elf?
Leprechaun has more magic
And money,
and money.
and they're not real good at baking.
Well, it's kind of It's
Are
kind
all
of
are all leprechauns red-headed?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
like 100%. They gotta have some
Apparently
type of
so.
tent.
They're from the Netherlands. Where are they from?
Ireland.
That's one.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ireland. That's it.
Yeah.
Dublin.
Now, what is it if you have a? You think you got tall leprechauns, or you think they're all small?
All small.
But that's what I would have thought. But just like with us and with Amish, the Amish have some smalls that made it.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some leprechauns who got the gene of, hey, I'm not being small my whole life. And that's probably why they're angry too. They're like, I ain't being small no more.
They want to not be small.
Yeah,
being
that's the reason they
small.
don't get out. Because
Yeah.
just think about walking in like Walmart and they'd be smelling farts. Because they
Yeah, perfect height.
Getting crop dusted everywhere.
Oh, that is probably why they're mad. That and like,
You
No.
can't reach half of the stuff you need. All the good stuff is at eye level for normal people.
and you on the
also-
bottom shelf,
Yeah.
crawling in there.
You're getting the Laura Lynn brand of everything.
They also got real pissed off whenever back in I remember when I was a kid, the first time I went, or not the first time, but one time I went to grandparents' house and I saw a little tiny ladder, going up the side of a Christmas tree.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And my grandma was like, "Oh, that's for the elves." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But now that leprechauns are pissed. You can't, they can only buy new ladders in Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it's a joke.
yeah,
It's a decoration.
right.
Like they're like, we actually use.
We need
these.
this.
Yeah.
We have to get up to reach high things.
Yeah,
This is the only way we got it.
this is the only way I can get to the second floor of my tree trunk.